Hey everybody, Paul here and welcome back to Best Food Review Road Trip. This is the channel where we travel all over the country, eat at a lot of interesting places, and bring reviews to you. If you've been following our channel, you know that we're full-time RVers. That means we live in our RV and we're traveling all the time. Sometimes on our journeys, we just need to stop for a night. And when we stop for a night, let's face it, we want to stop for free. That's why we love the Cracker Barrel. They have special spots just for RVs to park, and their food is cheap and it's like hometown cooking. So let's go inside and check it out.
So the name of this place is actually the Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. So walking into this, you're actually walking into their marketplace, which is adorable. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could spend an hour before even checking in for a table, but we're hungry tonight. So we got right in. It wasn't too busy like we thought it might be. And when you come in, it's just full of like vintage tchotchkes and antiques and a big fireplace. In fact, during the winter, they'll have a real burning fire going on right here to help keep you kind of cozy and warm. But this time of year, as warm as it is, nope, it's nice and cool in here though with the ceiling fans and the air conditioning. The menu here is wonderful. Now, I have to admit, this is not the first time we've been to Cracker Barrel, so we know what to expect. Tons of breakfast items. You can pretty much get any combination of breakfast you can possibly imagine. Their dinner options are wonderful. You can get smaller plates. Because it's nighttime, we decided to go ahead and get some dinner, and we're so lucky to be here on Saturday night because Paul gets to order his favorite thing. I'll let him surprise you and show you what he ordered.
So before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our followers, Tucker SP2011. You asked me to come here a while ago, and it's been a little while. We haven't quite been to a Cracker Barrel since then, but we're here now, so this one's for you.
You know, they haven't always sold beer at Cracker Barrel. Actually, it's just been, I think, within the last year and a half, and it is a pretty limited selection, but it's only $2.99. You can do Bud Light, Coors Light, or Michelob at that price. And then they have a few other options like Corona, Blue Moon, a little bit more expensive, but in a frosty glass. You know what? Now I know why they call Budweiser the king of beers. This is actually really good.
Amy got some of the king Budweiser, but me, I got a can of Freedom. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so to start off with, every meal comes with a choice of biscuit or cornbread, or you can get a variety of the two. So we got cornbread, biscuits, all that good stuff. And they also ask you if you have like preferred jellies. We don't, we just got butter. So I'm gonna go ahead, I already buttered the muffin. So it's a cornbread muffin, super flaky. It's actually really good. It's not like over the top good, but it's comforting and messy. What did I order? Every day they have a special here. And on Saturdays, they have deep fried pork chops. We never come on Saturdays, so I never get it. But this time we did. So check it out. You got deep fried pork chops with gravy, and it also, you get to, from a long list of sides, you get to choose two. So I chose pinto beans with my muffin that fell in there, and steamed broccoli. And they also gave me some onions and some of this relish to put on the beans. And I don't know what the relish tastes like. Here, I'll try it. It tastes like a sweet onion relish. Anyway, we'll go ahead and try all these. All right, so I'm gonna start with the sides. That's easiest. So start with these pinto beans. They don't look anything special. They just look like regular old barbecue pinto beans. They taste exactly what you would expect pinto beans to taste like. Nothing special, nothing extraordinary. I'll put a little bit of this relish on it though. That's how it's supposed to be done. It's a little bit better actually. All right, let's try the broccoli. Now, I've had the broccoli here before, and Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But it's nice and green. It's usually steamed. So let's see. Actually, this time it was cooked perfect. It's crunchy. It's not too soft. It's not gooey. It's not over salty. Good job, Cracker Barrel. Now let's bust into this pork chops. Not the healthiest option in the world, but actually on the menu, everything also has the number of calories next to it, so you can, I guess, make a smarter choice. I didn't make that smart of a choice, so obviously. Anyway, let's try that pork chop. I would say that's how Mom used to make it, but my mom never deep fried pork chops. She made good pork chops, but never deep fried them. And that gravy is just like pork gravy. So it's nice, it's not over salty. Delicious.
Since Paul went ahead and tried the cornbread, I'm going to give you guys a review of their biscuit, which is still warm despite the amount of time it took Paul to try all the food on his plate. I'm just kidding, I'm starving. Let's give it a taste. Those are so good. I have to give it to Cracker Barrel for their biscuits. Like, full disclaimer, Paul doesn't really like biscuits or cornbread. So for him to like think the cornbread's pretty good is like a huge compliment. For years I couldn't get him to eat it. Okay, what did I get on the menu? This is probably one of their signature dishes. If you've never been to Cracker Barrel, this is a half of Southern fried chicken. Check this out. I mean, you're getting the leg, you're getting the wing, the thigh, and the big mama breast right there. Plus, I also got two sides. I decided to go with something kind of Southern, fried apples, and dumplings. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start with these dumplings because I've had them before and actually I wasn't that like crazy about them. So you know I have to be the Simon Cowell on this channel. I have to be all like, I'm not sure I like it. But I'm gonna give them another try. The gravy on the dumplings is awesome. Like this little white sauce in here. It's really salty, but it should be because it's full of chicken broth. Chicken broth is salty. Amy, get over it. I'm gonna try that bite. I think since the last time I've had these, I like them better because I've gotten used to that Southern sticky style dumpling. In our last video, if you watched that, we had chicken and dumplings. I mentioned they're like the little sticky dumplings. That's just the way people like them. I didn't realize anyone made them that way. My other side is fried apples, and while I consider this a dessert, I'm gonna go ahead and try it as a side. I think this would be really good with Paul's pork chops. You know, like pork chops and applesauce, right? Oh my God. That is so good. I'm wondering if Paul will like it though, because he doesn't like warm fruit. Crazy. All right, let's dig into this chicken. I'm gonna go for the drumstick. Everybody loves a drumstick, right? Okay. Also not on the wise choice for calories and health. The fried chicken is amazing. I don't know if you could hear the crunching of that, like, of their coating here. It is awesome. I can't wait to share this with him. I'm gonna take one more bite. That is so good. It has been so long since I've had fried chicken. Oh. Bone. Ooh, I'm gonna dig into this pork chop. Now, you guys saw this earlier, but it reminds me of like a chicken fried steak, the way it's prepared. That is really good. Oh my God, this is so Cracker Barrel. I mean, you know, we come here expecting mediocre, maybe because I'm like super hungry right now. But if you go with their comfort foods, like don't try to get something fancy here. You'll probably be disappointed. Broccoli's cooked perfect. Oh, I should have mentioned. This is the first time that we're at this location. So we have been at some Cracker Barrels where we haven't been that impressed with the food that we normally order. But this one so far is like, guys, whoever's cooking back there, I should say guys and gals or people, nice job. These beans, pulse right. They're just standard, but you know what? If you don't want something fancy, the pinto beans are a great choice. I'm gonna put that relish on there too. That is really interesting. I love that pickled relish with it. That makes it so much better.
All right, I'll be the judge if that dumplings are any good. Because Amy likes dumplings all the time. So, boy, it's some super big mess. I will say that they're kind of big. They're kind of hard to eat. They're good. They're actually really good. They're not over salty. If they were mine, I got a bone. Guess it's real chicken, right? If they were mine, I'd put a bunch of pepper on it, but I won't do that. I'd also put a bunch of Tabasco on it, but I won't do that because they're Amy's. But they're good. Let's try this hot fruit. Cinnamon apples, but they're good, but they're warm. I'm not down with warm fruit that much, but they're good. So definitely, but it is like a dessert. It's probably you should eat that last maybe. Okay, so now.
Your favorite piece is?
The chicken.
Okay, but your favorite piece is the...
I like the thigh. I can't tell which is which because they're so thickly battered.
That's the thigh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this one. Good job, Cracker Barrel. That chicken skin is good. And the chicken is juicy. It's not dry. Definitely, if you're gonna come to Cracker Barrel, try the fried chicken. I usually get the fried chicken because I don't usually come on a Saturday where I have access to the pork chops. And I think most of the time, the fried chicken is top notch. I'm gonna take one more bite though. We just finished our dinner and we are stuffed, but we are gonna bring some chicken back to the RV for our kitties because they know. I don't know how it is, but whenever we get chicken and we get home, they sniff our fingers and they know, and then they gotta get some. So if we come home empty-handed, it's a long night. Anyway, I wanted to mention, one of the really cool things here is breakfasts. We didn't get breakfast, but you know what? All right, well, it's the next morning. As I said, we were gonna stay the night in the parking lot. Kind of noisy here and there, a lot of people coming and going, freeway right next to us. But since we're here, we decided to get up in the morning and have breakfast before we continue on our journey. Now, the breakfast menu today is a little bit different than the breakfast items they have all day. So there's quite a bit more items on there, a build your own, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, let me show you what I got. So down here, I got what's called their hash brown casserole. And what it is you've got hash browns and cheese. See, there's some hash browns and cheese, scrambled eggs, bacon. It's got these fried onions on top. So it's got, I guess, everything that you could possibly want in a breakfast, for the exception of maybe pancakes or something like that, but I really didn't want to have pancakes. So let's get that bite in here. It's cheesy. That was really good, but the waitress just brought me some Tabasco. You guys know me, I like my Tabasco, so let's squirt a little bit of that stuff on there. And let's get another bite here. Those onions are good. They really actually, I'm gonna balance that on there.
The onions too.
They give that texture. The onions bring that texture in. So much better with the Tabasco. Let's check out what Amy got.
I had a great night's sleep in the RV. I mean, I slept like a baby, which is kind of a bad analogy because actually babies wake up a lot. But anyway, I decided to go with the build your own. So I could create sort of my own breakfast platter, and you can get meat, you get eggs, and on one breakfast side, check what my selections out were. Of course, sunny side up, aren't those pretty? I got what's called the meat selection. So I got a little bit of ham, a little bit of sausage, a little bit of bacon, and I love these fresh sliced tomatoes. And I'll tell you why. Because what I plan on doing, of course, they bring another basket of biscuits. I've had so many biscuits. It's horrible. And I'm gonna just put a slice of tomato on here, and I'm gonna cut up a little bit of this egg because I can make myself a little breakfast sandwich and then still share with Paul. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and take the, that bacon is actually thick cut. It's kind of nice. A little bit of that and a little bit of this ham. So I asked that you can get two kinds of ham. You can get a sugar ham or what's called country ham. And you might be kind of surprised to know that the country ham is actually, according to the menu, higher in calories and more fattening than the sugar ham. But she said it was better, and I decided to go with her recommendation. So I'm gonna bite into this little biscuit sandwich. So that is perfect. But I don't have any napkins. I'm so sorry.
Amy's sandwich looked so good. I had to try the same thing, only I switched it up a little bit and I made mine with the buttermilk biscuit, but I put it with the sausage patty on there. The little sandwich looks like a little slider, doesn't it? It's kind of small. Anyway, let's give it a shot. It's actually a really good sandwich, and the tomato's really thick. Sausage is good. Sunny side up, eggs, aren't they pretty? Was good. Yeah, this is a good little meal here. But if I eat it all, he's gonna be mad at me, so I gotta pass it back.
It's my turn to try Paul's casserole, but before that, I have a little surprise. It just wouldn't be our channel if somebody didn't have something to drink. This is a mimosa, and it's orange. Obviously, mimosas are with orange, but you can get them with strawberry or peach. I chose to get traditional orange, and it's Gambino Coulis. Gambino. Have you ever had Gambino sparkling, Paul? Sounds very mobster. Okay, my biggest challenge is going to be trying to find a bite of this casserole that he didn't destroy with Tabasco. I mean, I like hot sauce, but Tabasco is like foul. So let me see if I can take a bite out. I think I'll do just fine right here. I know you guys probably think I'm picky. I'm really not. I just don't like things that are gross. That is yummy. Super yummy. And I do agree with Paul. These little like fried onion toppings, those aren't like from the can from the grocery store. Those taste like just like they make them in-house, or they buy like actual onions that are deep fried, like from like one of those onion bloom, those appetizer things you can get. They're really good.
All right, well, we tried to give you a full spectrum of the food here. We came at dinner, we brought you breakfast. So, you know, they have it, and they have it all day. So breakfast all day. I don't know when dinner starts, but there's a good range of food for anybody in your family. It's all like hometown country cooking. Prices here are pretty great, actually. And if you don't drink beer like we did last night, you can usually get out of here 2 people for about 25 bucks, which is unheard of. That's cheaper than fast food. The food is plated well. It looks nice. It all seems fresh. Usually the service is pretty fast. Now, I'm going to say usually because, guys, there are hundreds of Cracker Barrel locations. We've been to several. Usually, I'd say the service and the food is good. Sometimes not so. And it also depends on where you are, what time you come. Like if you come Sunday after church, when things are really hectic and brunch is going on, it's going to be noisy, it's going to be busy, it's going to be slow. So kind of, you know, pick your time when you come, and it'll give you a much better experience. Guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, but most importantly, shoot us a comment. We'd love to hear where you think we should go, where the food is good, bad, or just kind of weird. We want to check it out. And if you mention a place that we happen to go to, we'll mention you in the video. We'd also like you to consider finding your local food bank or food shelter. Give some food, give some money, give some time. It does a lot in someone's life, and it can help make you feel pretty good too. So until next time, guys, we'll see you.